Hello everybody, I'm Phantom2502 and welcome back to another episode of Satisfactory 1.1, my progressive build tutorial. In this episode, we are going to move the temporary location of our Quickwire production and move it to its permanent location. We're also going to automate AI limiters, high-speed connectors, adaptive control units, crystal oscillators, and then finally we'll add Stun Rebar added onto it. Between episodes, I did a little bit of work. My doggos produced their 5th SAM. Yay. So we're like halfway there for that. Also, there was a little bit of a mistake with my power. I guess 2 of the power buildings were connected together, so I went and fixed the wires down there so that the power was online. I also added the containers already for this episode, so as you see, we've already added the containers, everything we're adding, and did all the smarts splitters. I mean, I've kind of done this like pretty routinely over several episodes, so I'm pretty sure you guys know how to do these by now, and didn't feel like spending 10 minutes on it. Alright, yeah, that pretty much sums up what I did between episodes. Okay, this episode, let's see, production. We're going to be looking at assembler for limiters, assembler for the Stun Rebar, and then manufacturers for HSC, high-speed connectors, adaptive control units, crystal oscillators. Is that going to be it? Yeah, that might be it, I think. Yeah, sounds right. Okay, so then let's get the items. Now I'll get those on the way back. Motors. Okay, frames. Might have to make some myself, it looks like. Oh. Yeah, we'll keep those on us. Cable. Alright, and then we're going to need 10 AI limiters. Okay, so we need some quick wire for this. Alright, that should be enough. Let's see. We should be good on that. Yeah, we have decent amounts of those. Yeah, we should be good. Okay. Let's first get Quickwire out of this bin and onto the main line so that it can go into its permanent storage location, which we've already made. Remember, this section that we're adding right now is temporary until we empty that container bin. Alright, so that's going in there. Okay. Now we have to redirect this line down to where we're going to put a permanent location for this. As you see, I've kind of already preemptively made some things for us for this build so that we didn't have to spend extra time doing it. Actually, we'll do it this way first. There we go. That one to there. Yeah, it's not too bad clip-wise. Alright. Move to the other side. Alright, bring that one here. Alright, that's going to go here. Then we're going to put the constructor. Oh yeah, true. Yeah, there's going to be a few extra constructors. Mostly because we're going to be deleting the ones upstairs eventually. Okay, you're doing copper, deuterium ingots. Oh no, whoops. Not constructor, smelter. My bad. Even if it clips underneath, that's fine. Right, deuterium ingot. And you are going to go into it. Alright, let's see. Alright, deuterium ore, and I guess that's starting to come down. I'll go deuterium ingots. That is going to get merged into our main lines. Then we're going to put a smart splitter here. Come on. Yeah, a little bit too much, eh? Fine. We put the smart splitter between these two. It's not the end of the world. Alright, one more constructor. Do we do it there? Sorry, it's going to be a splitter. Eventually this is going to split off to a couple different ways. Maybe if I spin it around. That way make a difference. There. We'll do that. And deuterium ingots. And we'll overflow the rest into storage. Or, well, actually that one will just go straight in the sink. We don't need to store those. This will be Quickwire. Alright. Oh, power, right. Alright, that's gonna go there. Now, okay. Yeah, maybe they can be a little bit off. A little bit too close, I guess. Alright, true. We're gonna have assemblers for the rest of these due to an alternate recipe, so that needs room for it. So a lot of things will come in here. You know what? We'll put the assembler out here. It's AI limiters. Alright, as for this one, we'll do this. And copper sheets go left. As we need copper sheets for the AI limiters. I guess smart splitter here makes sense. Nah, we'll just do splitter. Alright, so that'll go there. That'll go into there. You can do this. And percentage wise, so this one we want only working at 10%. Yeah, basically we're trying to make the resources for these next part items. Remember, we don't want to build any more of our low end stuff, so we're just making do what we have. Because we want alternate recipes before we really build out. Alright, so 10% of these, and plus half an AI limiter a minute for what we're using for smart splitters is plenty. Alright, power. Alright, and then you need to go out. Alright. That's AI limiters. Manufacturers. Mostly doing it this way so I can just see where to put them. I think there's one more. Okay. Alright, this is where I want this one. high-speed connector. And this one's going to be working at 10% as well. So we have the cable, circuit boards, and Quickwire. Cable and circuit boards are both on the main line. Let's set these. Now let's see, 60 is going into what? 10, so 50 left of there. This is working at 100% with extra. That'll back up. That reminds me. You know what? Maybe we'll do stuff like this. Alright. Do a splitter for now. Alright, Quickwire. Alright, power. There we go. 21. We're going to have it come out here, and we're going to add extra spots for the Quickwire. This is mostly future-proofing for later, because we will need to build a lot of Quickwire, and if you merge it onto the belts, you're going to have to make a separate belt eventually anyway, so I'm just going to take care of that now. Yeah, and that's going to usually merges in over here. We'll do it later. Or, no, we gotta do it now, don't we? Technically, we also have to run a cable wire later in this section. I mean, I guess we could have done that earlier, but we'll keep it on the main line for now. We can figure that one out later when we need it. Alright, you there. Alright, overflow will eventually go there and merge in. Okay. That's mostly because in this section we'll be building quite a bit of Caterium computer and high-speed connectors, and it's nice to have its own dedicated line to handle those before merging in for the other things. Alright, so now this is running. Oh yeah, it'd help if it actually could, the output could go anywhere. There we go. Alright, so that output would go there. Next one's adaptive control units. And that one's going to be here. Adaptive control units, our last space elevated part. This one again, 10%. Especially since heavy modular frames are only working at 0.16 anyways, so there will only be 0.06 extra going into storage. Not a lot. Alright, this one, I think it's everything on the bottom. Yeah, it is. Okay. Smart splitter. And this is part of the reason why we had the outputs go that way, because this uses computers and heavy modular frames, so with the outputs going that way, you're able to use them coming in here. What is it, automated wiring? Yeah. Overflow. And what's the second one? Circuit boards. Overflow. Computers. Overflow. And heavy modular frames. And overflow. And we just need power, don't we? There we go. Eventually this will get running. It may take a little while though. Okay, but that's working. Now crystal oscillators, which we'll put over in this section. By the way, our bins are now empty, so we can get rid of them. And that one. Alright, let's see, crystal oscillators. We want to leave a little bit of room for stuff. Maybe things come through here somewhere. Okay, let's see. These ones will have that. Maybe have stuff through here. Could do it this way, I guess. Crystal oscillator. Also, you might have guessed it, 10%. Alright, just put a regular splitter out for these. Put a merger here. Okay. Now, we're going to need items for here. Reinforced iron plates and cable. Splitter. You over here. Merger over here. It's a bit of clipping, but we'll probably move things around later as we expand this anyways, so kind of just want to get things moving. This should empty, but slowly. 60 belt's fine for now. Yeah, because we could have the extra coming out of here, so it'll be a little less than 60 anyways. Alright, cable belts. A little bit of cross traffic kind of splicing. I don't know how you guys want to pretty that up. I'll leave the aesthetics to you guys, but this is functional. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Really, just slightly short. Alright, well, I'll back it up a little bit then. Right, power. This one's I just need splitters. Alright. That should bring in pretty much everything. Eventually. Oh! Did I set this? No, I didn't. Forced iron plate, overflow. There we go. Cable's all ready to come through. And then we just need a merger on this side. Going this way. And a merger in here. Alright, that's that. Also, between episodes, I swapped these belts, put the quartz crystal on this side and the iron rebar on this side. Reason being is because of this expansion, it is easier if I did that. So let's line these up. At least close enough. And then stun rebar for this one. This one we would operate at 20%. We're just going to put a regular splitter off of here, wherever it lets me. Really? Is that because of the curvedness of this belt? The belts were straighter. And I might be able to put a splitter on. For some reason I had a curved belt. There we go. There we go, because this one needs iron rebar as well. And then we just got to add another smart splitter for Quickwire. For this one. Quickwire, overflow. And then we'll just merge this one in. Alright, that should do that. I kind of want to monitor throughput here before it merges in. That way it'll give me a nice idea of what my bottom, at least what my bottom line is, because that one's consistent. This one will be all over the place because it comes in every few minutes because of the tractor. But at the very least, this one will be consistent and we'll be able to see what it has. Okay, that's pretty quick for the build, only 33 minutes, considering most of the last episodes were way longer than this. Just see everything working, and I think since we'll have a little bit of time, okay, so it's going to be working. Just want to make sure everything's getting to things. Circuit boards, no, yeah, but circuit boards are going to need to be back up over here first. Priorities. $60, $50, yeah, so we go in half. Oh, because it needs to back up here first. That's why that one's taking so long. Okay. But everything is working. Alright, and our extra quick wire is going to eventually empty that bin upstairs. Alright, let's build ourselves an elevator. So, I want my elevator to be... Let's see, probably right there. Alright. And you know what, I'll extend it downstairs a little bit. There we go. So that'll be an elevator there. This way we can have a step way of getting down to the ground here if we want. And explore this area if we want to. And I want to kind of put an elevator all the way down. So elevators. Now where is it? Logistics? Organization probably? Didn't I unlock this? Transport? There, elevator. Oh yeah, right, it's going to want to be on something. Okay, hold on. At least for the first floor, let's do that. Okay, apparently need more materials. Alright. So I have an elevator there. Oh, okay. So I'm going to need some materials for the elevator. Oh. Okay, well I guess that came through the floor a little bit. Whatever. Not the end of the world. If that's the end of the world for you, nudge it over a little bit. Oh yeah, right, I keep forgetting about our doggos. I haven't even looked at them like once this episode. We got 5th Sam, can we get a 6th Sam? No. I need motors and modular frames. For the elevator, there. There. Hopefully that extends it enough. Ah, it did come to all the way up here, okay. Oh, need more steel. Beams. I think we were good on silica. Alright. I think that might end up being it. Alright, that can go over here. Let's see, we can have one over here. Over here. Probably a good spot to put the power line. Where else are we putting doors? Oh yeah, we'll probably delete this door. We want it there though. There's that floor, there's the floor on the other side. And if I can extend it all the way down, I can't. Must snap to a personal elevator. Really, it can't drop. I can't extend it downwards, only upwards. Hold on. Hold on, maybe because it was a stop. I want the actual elevator. Okay, good. I can have it go down. To there. Stop. Yeah. Okay, and... Alright, well, I get you. Big, huge hog. I don't need anything here. Did it redo all the doors? Because I extended it downwards? Oh, that's interesting. Oh no, not all of them. Oh, just that one. Okay. Interesting. I don't think I need down there as a floor. At least this has a little bit of use going over there. Well, at least ride it. Let's get the leaves out of the elevator. Just ride up to each floor. Alright, well that's good. And production floor. Storage. Probably for my doggos. And, oh, transportation, which apparently isn't high enough. Well, isn't that a weird? Okay, hold on. That's why we test things. You aren't high enough. Apparently. No, I don't want you. I want you to go a little bit higher. and then put a floor. Call the elevator. Alright. Now, how do I configure this? Do you configure it here? Yeah, I'm trying to see how to... I know you can edit these buttons. Oh, edit floor info at the bottom. Okay, then I can edit everything. I can change the elevator music. Yeah, I think I'll do some of that off screen. You can add, I think, icons and stuff. But yeah, I'll do that off screen. But let's go down to our doggo floor. Check on the doggos one more time, and then we'll call it the end of the episode. Between this episode... Oh, actually, we get fluid packaging first. Then we'll call it the end of the episode. Come on, Sam. Got 5, halfway there. Oh, oh! Yeah, we actually got 2 Sams in somewhat quick succession. I think we've been kind of unlucky on the Sams, to be honest. Alright, 6 out of 6 out of 10. Alright, I think we're good otherwise. Alright, let's unlock fluid packaging. Alright, so we need what? 200 of these. 400 of these. And 1,000 copper sheet.
Milestone reached. Avoid the embarrassment of placing liquids in your pockets only for them to spread across your suit. Package and unpackage them with the packager. Packaging fluids allows them to be transported in your inventory, on conveyor belts, and by vehicles. For increased, non-pocket related fluid storage, you can now use the industrial fluid buffer.
Alright, next thing unlocked is going to be petroleum power. Alright, next episode we're going to get some canisters going over in our oil section. Between episodes, I'm going to improve our hypertube network to reach where our all of our minor areas are. So, since we have the extra power now. Anyway, Phantom 2502, see you next time.